Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Krista here doing the weekly reading for the sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is for the week of November 21st through to November 28th. With the moon moving through Sagittarius the weekend I'm doing your weekly readings, I'm going to theme your general readings around higher learning and awareness this week. So this is a general reading for your sign. Whatever is most prominent in your life, I encourage you to take these messages and apply them to, and I hope you find them helpful and healing. So as I mentioned, we'll be theming the readings around higher learning and awareness. So what does Leo need to know about higher learning and awareness this week? I really want to give a quick shout out too to all my subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, for encouraging me to continue doing this work, and for your vote of confidence in me. I really appreciate that you've subscribed, so thank you. And one final note for anyone watching who would like to skip ahead if you don't like the shuffling. This usually goes on till about the 3-minute mark. You can just scroll in the bar on the video below and see when the cards are laid down and begin watching the video at that point, if that is better for you, or if you just don't have the time. All right, so with regard to higher learning and awareness this week, Leo, let's look at some of the themes that you can expect this week regarding general messages for your sign. Remember, anything that's most prominent in your life, this is probably what it's going to touch on. And hopefully this is helpful to your situation with regard to options. Or maybe you already know how you're about to move ahead and you just needed confirmation. So we're looking at Eagle in the central position. This represents you this week, Leo. This is the Spirit card. This is, I would compare this to the Ace of Cups in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. As you know, this is an overflowing of emotions. This is, but beautiful. Okay, this is about fulfillment. It's not that you're overcome with emotion and it wrecks your day. It's that you're finally feeling your emotions and it's positive, or you're able to get close to your emotions and it's very positive for you. It's kind of like being one with yourself. It's like knowing, or truly knowing how to appreciate yourself by listening to yourself and by putting yourself first, even though no one else has to come last, if that makes sense right now. And of course, one final word around Eagle is that it takes the long view, okay? You know, the wide vision. So Eagle would be opposite in this deck, for example, to Mouse, okay? Mouse is scrutiny. Mouse is really close up to everything, almost too close that you can't get perspective, but you also have your nose to the grind and you can concentrate. Whereby with Eagle here representing you, this is someone who's, or you're in a state this week where you're able to have the broad view of things. You can look at the totality of things this week and it feels full. It feels pure. You feel accepting and accepted. Again, quickly with the Ace of Cups reference here, there could be a great deal of actual spirit world experiences this week as well. You could be feeling as though you're spiritual. You don't have to believe in God. You'll notice I rarely mention the word God. I mean, that really has to become a personal, that's very personal for people. But the spirit world that's a reality. That's part of the world we live in. So this is feeling highly spirited, highly valued, highly evolved here. And generally what's going to come with that is a sense of peace, right? Just feeling at one with yourself, feeling very confident, able to express yourself, really not worried at all what anyone around you is going to think, just because you're in your own personal power. And then the Lynx is influencing your current position. Now, Lynx does rule secrets. Now, I do want to hold up Eagle. Sorry, I meant to do this. So Eagle is a very sharp animal, okay? This is the hunter. This is the animal that can literally pick something up and whisk it off somewhere else. It's kind of like saying everything is at your whim right now, right? The only caveat around that, especially because it's a place that you're sitting in and you've got both secrets and stealth on either side, you could be using this for protection right now. If that's the case, keep doing it. Just be sure that you are protecting yourself if this is what you're using this for, both secrets and stealth. On the other hand, if you feel like you are trying to get one up on someone else by using secrets and stealth in this position, in a very powerful position, you're going to want to, rein yourself in a little here. I'm not entirely too worried that that's the case, however, because we have Deer in your overall energy for the week. And like we were looking at Lynx here a moment ago, Lynx is secrets. Really interesting artwork in this card. You can almost have this animal see right into you, even though she's slightly looking to the side of you. But there's some level of protection here. It could be large, it could be small, depending on what you're experiencing this week, Leo. But definitely on a level of secret keeping, secret sharing even, okay? So just be aware that you're not getting into the land of gossip, for example, or if you are involved with secrets this week, just be sure that it's a measure of self-protection, okay? And if that's the case, do what you need to do this week. Just because here, like I said, you've gained perspective, right? And it's either the divulging of secrets or the sharing of secrets or the keeping of secrets here that has led you to this place of personal power, okay? So very likely you are able to keep secrets here, or you're sharing secrets that are benefiting you, okay, in terms of knowledge that you can protect yourself here with. Because here we have stealth. You could feel like you're tiptoeing around something this week as well. And of course, this is your probable outcome card for the week. And it just means that you're highly aware of your surroundings. There could be someone, at least one person here, that you're not able to trust, or you're sort of second guessing around trusting this week. If that's the case, stay in your personal power this week, Leo. Don't let anyone drag you down. Just because the overall energy for the week here is Deer. And of course, this is gentleness. This is really pure gentleness. And it's peculiar here. You'll note that we have 3 fairly, small v vicious animals. Okay, we have hunters here in your main spread. So you could feel like there's a great deal to protect or a great deal to preserve here, because there's something coming at you, right? I don't feel like this is a projection here. Because of the overall energy being gentleness, I think you're still willing to interact with other people. You're still willing to even address a situation or a term or a construct this week with a sense of gentleness, and ultimately you're able to treat yourself in this way. And it's only by treating ourselves with, the highest levels of self-control, the highest levels of self-awareness and self-esteem, that we can go about and share that with others anyway. So there's a sense of, if someone's gentle or even humble, that's like automatically a negative, okay? But it's not. It's not a negative. It's actually self-control, and it's self-containment. And in a world of, or in a situation of, emotions run amok, right? This is you having self-awareness, self-containment. You know when to keep your mouth shut. You know when to open it. You know what secret to keep here. But ultimately, it's all under the guise of gentleness here. So I don't see anything upsetting necessarily, except that you might hear something or learn of something that you would rather have not learned if there wasn't a divulging of a secret here. But remember, it's led you to greater strength, okay? It's a greater personal power and generally a greater understanding of the situation. So even if it is a bit of a downer, you might even feel bad for the other person. You might even feel like still wanting to help the other person or the people involved. Whoa, that's not what I meant to do. Let's get one jumper here. I think the only caveat that I would be aware of here as well, Leo, is not to get sucked back into something. Just because with stealth being the probable outcome, I mean, this is energy that is within you, around you, or, you know, being projected onto you. So if it's not you, yourself, acting stealthily, and you don't feel that vibe or have that type of energy in your own environment this week, you'll want to be prepared for someone else acting stealthily. So you want to guard yourself. You want to avoid sharing secrets with others, for example. Just really protect yourself at this time. Find a way to treat yourself gently, and another way to have people just sort their things out and come back when they're ready to is to say, I'm not mad. This is not about a hate thing, but I'm going to protect myself here. So you come back when you're ready to talk, or you're ready to, look at this under the totality banner, okay, which is ego, right? That's totality, as opposed to let's nitpick every little thing. You want to look at the whole thing here together. So here with No Place Like Home, this is just lovely. This just reminds you that you're feeling really satisfied at home. You're feeling really comfortable. Something even could be growing here that has been planted. So if you have begun a new anything over the past several weeks here, Leo, you can be rest assured, especially if it causes you comfort and it causes you to feel cozy, like any sense of coziness, any sense that's, when you hear the phrase no place like home, like this real sense of being comfortable and being well and, sharing affection, all these beautiful attributes that go along with this lovely little home that's, sort of growing. It's developing here, and it's because of a seed you've planted already. And it's beginning to take root, and you can probably see that and feel that in your own life. So that's beautiful to see for you. Ooh, so we had two little guys jump out. I will take this. How beautiful is this? I just love this. So enchantment, really, we can apply this to any area of our life, and this is a general reading. But if you happen to be in a new romance, for example, especially around No Place Like Home, or if you've begun a new project recently that you're very excited about and brings you a lot of joy, you can be assured that the continuation of this project will continue with that level of joy for you. And it'll also help enhance at least one other person's life here as well. Enchantment is just a gorgeous, it's like the fairy tale card, right? It's really just saying everything that you've ever wanted. If you just identify it and you figure out how to work for it, or you figure out how to accept it into your life, you can have it. So this is really beautiful. And then with focus, you're just being reminded to focus on what you need to do, focus on yourself, right? Here we have the number one, right? We're looking at you, yourself, me, myself, and I this week. But it doesn't mean you have to shut other people out, not at all. It means that you're raising your vibration, but everyone around you is benefiting from it, right? So it's a very positive thing. It's like selfish isn't necessarily a bad word here. So keep putting yourself first. Make sure you have a plan. Be gentle with yourself and others. Protect yourself around secrets if that's the case. Don't let anyone interrupt your flow or your vibe this week. Certainly if you feel like you need to protect yourself, do what you need to do. Just be aware here that if you are willing to protect yourself by not divulging information here, that could come back as well. So just be aware that you're telling the truth that you're willing to accept if it comes back to you. And then feeling really cozy at home, a little bit enchantment in your life, and feeling focused on a plan. So that is your reading for the week. If you have a second, comment below. I love hearing from you. And if you're not subscribed already, you can subscribe today. It is free. And it really helps me out when you leave a like, so you can do that as well if you've liked the video. So until we meet next time, my dear Leos, have an excellent week, and I will see you then. Bye for now.